Good morning, everybody. It is too early. I'm Anthony Carboni.
I'm Saige Ryan.
This is the first, best, and only morning show in history.
Can you believe it?
Oh, God, there's a lot of news
Sorry,
today.
it was just so funny.
How are you this morning, Saige?
I've got giggles quite apparently. I can't get my shit together. But I'm doing pretty well. It's Friday. We made it all the way through the week. Our last show, it's okay to have the giggles.
It's okay. It's okay. It's 8:02 a.m. here.
It is.
It should be 8:02 a.m. wherever you are. So go ahead and put what time it is where you are next to your name in chat with a little arrow. And let us know how you're doing today. It's good to see ya.
Even if you're watching this on YouTube later, please put that in the comments. And if it is not currently 8:02 while you are consuming this, then time is in fact broken.
And you know what? Honestly, that's not our problem.
No, there's someone you should call about it, but it's not us.
I don't know. Your congressman?
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. You want me to mute those sounds? You want to maybe mute the sounds?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll mute the sounds.
You do whatever you like.
Maybe I'll mute the sounds. We do have a lot of news to talk about today. Actually, because it is 8:02 a.m., I do want to talk about, because we talked about this on Wednesday, the Epic Games Store is doing a free game every day, started yesterday.
For the next 15 days.
Yeah.
15 games. Yesterday was City Skylines. Today, Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, New and Tasty, the HD version of Oddworld. So if you don't have that Epic Games launcher, it's a good time of year to get that Epic Games launcher. They're giving a giveaway. Yeah, they give a giveaway. A
big one.
A big boy game is being taken away from PlayStation owners. Cyberpunk 2077. Have you heard of Cyberpunk 2077?
I can't believe we've gone through this entire cycle of the week without mentioning Cyberpunk 2077
I can't believe
once.
we're 4 minutes into the show and we haven't yet talked about Cyberpunk 2077.
We talked about this last night and we were like, man, is all the news going to be Cyberpunk forever?
This is what it is. This is what it is to have a news show. Now, we are the first, best, and only morning news show. So, as the first news show, we were a little surprised by how much of the news is just dominated by one story or one thing.
No one's ever
for
done
such a
this
long
before,
time.
so weird. News cycles? I guess we should start calling
We'll call
them that.
it news cycles.
We'll adopt the term news cycles, and everyone is allowed to use
We
that.
created it. We're also the MLA Handbook of Style. That's us. We did that.
And our
Listen.
heater's on. Hope you can't hear it.
Wink. Yeah, so a lot of people are having problems with Cyberpunk, particularly on base level consoles of the previous generation. Previous generation being 5 weeks ago.
Yep.
If you've got that old and busted 5-week-old trash,
Yeah, right. If you didn't get the impossible to get new console.
Cyberpunk apparently just doesn't run for you, and it runs like garbage. And basically what CD Projekt Red said is, hey, we're patching it as we go. It's gonna be fine. If you don't like it, get a refund.
And PlayStation was like, we do not like giving refunds.
Yeah, this is not a policy that we enjoy, said PlayStation. So they put out this statement. Sony Interactive Entertainment strives to ensure a high level of customer satisfaction. Therefore, we will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased Cyberpunk 2077 via the PlayStation Store. Sony Interactive Entertainment will also be removing Cyberpunk 77 from the PlayStation Store until further notice, pulling the game entirely.
Yes.
Entirely
Yes.
from the PlayStation Store. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It is huge. I mean, I get it though. They were getting a lot of refund requests, and Sony is notorious for not wanting to do refunds and refusing to give refunds. And they were having to do it for this, and they weren't taking any responsibility for it.
No.
CD Projekt Red was like, "We'll get there, deal with it," because so many people pre-ordered too, and that's the biggest thing.
Listen, I've said it before. I will say it again. I will say it 100,000 times. Never pre-order a AAA title. Don't do it. Don't do it. It makes no sense. There's gonna be millions of copies of the thing. You don't have to worry. You're gonna have it the day of. If there's any doubt in anyone's mind at all about a game, just wait. Just wait a few hours.
Didn't we both pre-order this one?
Yeah, but it's different. We're journalists. We're journalists and attorneys.
Of course.
And I forget the third one.
Business professionals.
We're business professionals. I forgot it because it's just such a part of me.
It's a part of your being, of course. And usually you have to even say it.
This is very interesting as a business professional, because obviously Microsoft not doing the same thing, and the reason Microsoft isn't doing the same thing is number one, yanking something this high profile is a big deal, and number two, Microsoft had all that cross promo. If you saw a Cyberpunk commercial, it ended with an Xbox console. If you saw a billboard, it ended with it. You know how billboards end? You know how you read a billboard from top left to bottom right? The billboard ended with a Cyberpunk, with an Xbox console. So obviously Xbox doesn't want to pull Cyberpunk.
You're just taking a sip of water.
You're just taking a sip of water. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, Cyberpunk. Based on this news, CD Projekt Red stocks dropped 20%. They lost $6.6 billion of valuation, which is wild when you have the top-selling PC game of all time on the same week.
Right. But I wonder, I wonder if those numbers will hold up. I guess it depends on by what margin they had the best-selling game of all time, because if a lot of people are getting refunds, it depends on how many. Because now PSN is giving a full refund to everyone who bought it on PSN.
Yeah.
Is that an automatic refund, or are you gonna have to? You have
to request it because they assume that not everybody wants to return.
Right.
Listen, I'm a little bummed, honestly, that I'm not playing Cyberpunk on a base PS4 because I kind of want to play the most broken version. That's sort of me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think now is the time to play Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Because now is when it is the silliest. Now it is the most busted.
That's fair.
As long as you're not playing it through for serious, I want to complete this game, I want to experience this story. If you're playing it to watch a robot sex worker T-pose and jump off a balcony, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, now is definitely the time to get that.
If you want your car to do a barrel roll 30 feet in the air, now's the time to play Cyberpunk. Think about it.
I bet that's what they pre-ordered for.
I
bet everybody, when they did their pre-order, said, I hope that my car does a barrel roll 30 feet in the air.
Here's
and
the
the
thing.
cops spawn behind me.
Anybody that's been playing CDPR games since Go probably was thinking that. Probably was thinking, let's get in early. Let's get in early to watch characters swim through the air and watch my horse ride me. You know what I mean?
Somebody in chat said their stocks got CD Projekt Rekt.
Whoa. CD Projekt Rekt. That's good. Hey, write that one down. That might be the episode title on YouTube.
Fortnite is getting Unreal Engine mod support in creative mode. Now, I've never tried Fortnite creative mode. To be honest, I didn't know there was a creative mode in Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite since the game launched. I've tried it twice because friends were into it. It was not for me. So I didn't know people were doing things in a creative mode. I guess you're just building structures. That makes sense. Building's a part of the game. And now you can build custom things in Unreal and have it fully supported to put them into your creative games.
Yeah, you can add particles, you can add objects. This is a big deal because Epic is really pushing the Unreal Engine, and I mean that's sort of the deal with Fortnite in the beginning is they were hoping to make a pretty popular game. You remember they also released Paragon around the same time. They were putting out games in the Unreal Engine, and they were like, let's throw some things against the wall and see what sticks, but let's really show people what you can do in the Unreal Engine and make sure that our games are a commercial for that first. And then if the games take off, they take off. Of course, all of that switched when Fortnite became...
Everything changed when the Fortnite attacked.
Yeah, when Fortnite became the most popular freaking thing in the universe.
Uh-huh.
But like, even if you log into the Epic Games Store, which by the way, not sponsored, but check out that Epic Games launcher today.
Really making it.
No, we're not sponsored, but listen. Hey, it's the 15 days of holiday giving over at the Epic Games Store.
Okay, no,
We're
have
not sponsored. I don't want to make that very clear. We're not sponsored.
They should probably have to pay us to do this. Like, I
check
think
out the Epic Games Store today for all of those great holiday hits that you and the kids are gonna love.
We should get paid for that.
Now, we're not sponsored. When you log into the Epic Games Store, there's a tab just for Unreal. And you can just download the Unreal Engine and start playing around with it.
Yeah, you can just do it.
You can just do it. And I think they just really want people... The way this works is the kids love the Fortnite.
Kids love the Fortnite.
The kids start learning Unreal Engine to put things into custom Fortnite maps.
Yeah.
When some of those kids wind up in industries like 3D animation, games, stuff like that, all of a sudden, they want to use Unreal.
Yeah. No,
The
that makes
end.
perfect sense. I mean, a lot of people ended up coding because of MySpace. As someone who works technically with a bunch of coders, that's true.
Yeah.
A bunch of people learned HTML from MySpace, and we're like, this is kind of fun.
I was hired specifically at my last job because I knew how to use blink text. I knew how to make text blink, and also I can do the thing where when you move your cursor around the screen, stardust comes out of it.
Of course. Remember Blingy?
Oh, I remember Blingy. Blingy would grind a computer to the halt.
Yeah, it would.
Blingy would just be like, you'd be like, okay, well, what really expresses me? It's like 13...
Sparkling penguins!
Yes.
And a screaming song that you can't find the mute button for because I hit it.
Because I hit it, because listen, my profile page is an experience. And in order to properly experience
You
it...
have to hear Don't Trust Me by 303.
It's kind of the song of my soul. 303 is kind of the song of my soul. Shout out to 303, because I actually know them.
Actually
They're
was
actually-
my profile
they're
song
actually-
for a time.
They're actually buddies of mine. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, our partner application's in.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, no, it was rejected.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
It was rejected.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, so
Twitch
then in that
bans
case,
the word simp.
Twitch is banning the Simps. Wait, no? Twitch is not banning the Simps and the Virgins?
No, it's just banning the usage of the word simp.
Well,
and
they must
virgin.
be banning the incels.
Oh, certainly not. No, the incels are protected now. It's banning the use of those words as pejoratives. You cannot use those words to insult a sensitive boy, because the sensitive boy will do a cry, and then you have to pat the sensitive boy on the head and tell him he did nothing wrong, and let him run and play, and probably give him $5 and a better job than most people.
Let me, as a female streamer,
Be careful in chat. Don't get us banned.
I don't know if can chat say it?
Don't get yourself banned.
Yeah, I don't think we can get banned for something chat says, because if we could get banned for something chat says, all of the horrific things that men say to me in chat on a weekly basis as a woman on Twitch.
But surely those things that they say to you are banned. And
No, absolutely not. Those people get away with it free and clear of making horrific, grotesque things. All of the horrific, grotesque DMs that I get on Twitch on a weekly basis, also completely fine. They are entirely unmoderated, except for by the incredible moderation teams that volunteer their time on our channels, because Twitch has done nothing about it. And we have to have, think about it. We shouldn't even have to have moderators to do this, volunteering their time to protect us, but I cannot go live on the internet without a team of people being there to protect me from the literal hate speech against women that I receive just for being in just chatting.
So this is obviously a huge problem, not just on Twitch, but on a lot of platforms, basically anywhere that is public. If there's a public platform, there is harassment. If there is a woman on the public platform, she's probably getting harassed.
But also a male-dominated platform, in particular in the gaming space, which women have been shut out of for generations.
So, Twitch understands that there is a harassment problem. They're trying to make it better, and look, there are going to be missteps along the way, and one of them came up in a town hall call a stream that happened the other day where Twitch COO Sarah Clemens said that as part of the new anti-harassment policy, a revamp of the harassment policy, incel, virgin, and simp will be banned as insults. Chatters cannot call other chatters that. Streamers cannot call people in their chat that. They can't do it as a pejorative. Obviously, the word virgin comes up. You can use it. If the word simp, use the word simp in a sentence. It comes up.
Yeah, sure. Don't simp for big corporations.
There you go. You can say that.
Yeah.
But you cannot directly call somebody that. This is one of those things where you see this a lot. These companies want to make things better. And so they try to make sweeping policies that will make everyone happy, right? Well, if we're going to ban X, Y, and Z as words, then we should also ban A, B, and C as words because there's a group that feels that is harassing them. So if we can try to make it friendly to everyone.
It's like, if you can't speak hate speech against Jews, then we can't get called a Nazi.
It's kind of like that.
It's kind of like that. Well, if we can't say bad things about Jewish people, then you can't call us Nazis.
So, and on one level, if somebody has never experienced harassment or is coming from the outside, they can understand. You can understand on a basic elementary school level why a corporation would think that's the best policy, right? You can't use hate speech against Jews. You can't call somebody a Nazi. There, nobody can call anybody anything bad. Please just keep
Sure,
using
if you've
the
never been
platform.
on Twitch, that makes perfect sense.
But
well, it's weird because somebody can come into my chat and call me a whore,
sure,
but I can't then call them an incel. Feels weird.
feels weird,
Doesn't it?
And what these policies basically come down to a lot of the time is, what can a computer do? What can an automated system do? An automated system can see the use of this word, can hear the use of this word, and can automatically flag something.
Yes.
Can automatically remove it. You can put a filter on. And that's sort of the main problem that we're coming up against with all of these platforms is there aren't enough people reviewing things. To make a policy based on language and hate speech and things like that, you need the understanding of context, which these filters cannot do. And that costs money because then you have to have humans at the other end. Those humans have to be paid a wage. And not just that, we've also found that people that are on the other side of this, that are reviewing cases of harassment, that are reviewing these sorts of things. I've had friends that have been in community at Facebook, that have been in community safety in Instagram, and a lot of these large platforms. It takes a psychological toll to watch all of this fucking hate all day and flag it, especially on Instagram and platforms like that where people are sending each other photos or posting photos that could be violent, that could be sexual in nature, that could be, and so like a corporation looks at the cost of that and they go, we can't afford it. We literally, like, maybe we can, but we can't. We can't. And so how do we do this in a way that we can do it enough and it still doesn't cost us all the money? And the answer is you fucking can't.
Now, I want to acknowledge something that Harry Horror said in chat, which also thank you for that sub. We appreciate it very much. Incels are not a protected class. It is not hate speech to speak against incels. They are not a protected class. They are not, they don't face oppression. There is a reason that people are labeled incels and a reason that they are the problem. Again, it's to me, the greatest comparison genuinely is being like, well, you can't do hate speech against Nazis. Like, you can do hate speech about the kind of men that come in, and I saw this week on a large Twitch channel, which I'll never name. But somebody coming into chat and being like, whoa, a woman wearing full clothes on this platform. I couldn't believe it. And she's well-spoken. I'm amazed. That's an incel. That's an incel. And I'm not going, like, fucking come at me. That is. quite simply, and that needs to be acknowledged. And if there is no protection for female streamers, I'm real heated about this at this point, but like, if we're not gonna get to a point where we're banning the kind of people that have assaulted women, are known to have assaulted women, the kind of people who hate raid women, the kind of people who harass and send their communities to harass and build communities of hatred, specifically against women, then how dare you take the first step in banning incel and virgin? When people of color have to go through their auto mods, have to go through their nightbots and individually type in each word that they don't want hate speech used against them. They have to go in and type the racial slurs individually. They have to go through the pain of seeing those words spoken at them in chat to know that they need to go and type those in and ban those words specifically because there's nothing Twitch is doing to prevent hate speech against people of color and against women.
Yeah, and it's first of all, nobody came up with the word incel except for the incel community. It was on a Reddit. They came up with it. They named themselves. They thought it was a good name for themselves and they wanted to be called that. And then they didn't like it when people started using it against them.
And the base of involuntary celibate is women won't give me sex that I am entitled to. And I know that the word gets thrown around and it loses its meaning a little bit, but like inherently, that is horrifying that people are identifying as that.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
It is. And it's a huge issue like you're mentioning where it comes from the top down where well, if this streamer is extremely popular, this is the issue with a lot of these rules on these platforms is we all know that they're flexible when it comes to people that are doing good for the platform. Doing good usually means getting eyeballs and getting ad dollars, right? Doing good doesn't mean necessarily. Sometimes it means making the platform look better. YouTube has a tendency to find a few creators that they're like, oh, these are positive creators that are doing wonderful things and elevate those people on the platform. But usually doing good for the platform means eyeballs and ad dollars. And so if somebody's bringing in a lot of eyeballs and ad dollars, or they have a huge community and that huge community is toxic, platforms tend to turn a little bit of a blind eye or give them a little bit more leeway, right? Oh, well, this person mostly does good for us. They screwed up once or twice. We're going to let that go. Or it's a huge community. They surely can't police that community on their own. So we're going to let the fact that their community is a little toxic go, right? And this is all, and my biggest problem with this is that's all well and good for them until it looks like that negativity is going to be turned onto them, right? So they say things like, well, you know, we got to let this community keep going because blah, 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 blah. But if they took down one of these huge streamers, if they were like, no, you're gone, you're done, that community would then turn against the platform. And they don't want to deal with that for the same reason they don't want to hire enough safety people to review content on the platform. They're like, we can't handle taking all of this, and we can't handle.
Right.
But if you can't handle it, how does an individual person handle it?
Well,
on your platform.
Then let me
if you don't want to take it on, why are you letting individuals on your platform take it on?
And let me offer an alternative of that. Okay, let's say there's a massive streamer at the top that is cultivating a toxic community. That person, Twitch is watching, Twitch knows, and that person has a partner rep. All of the large channels and even the small channels that you watch that have a partner check on their channel, they have somebody assigned to them as their partner manager. Now, some of the smaller channels now, because Twitch is growing, are not getting partner managers, but will have vaguely a way to contact one and can request one. But those big communities have somebody designated to keeping an eye on their content, making sure that they are following basic guidelines and letting them get away with it. They also help them with things like putting them on the front page. So instead, those partner managers should be put in place to help them manage their community. Those partner managers should have the training, and I don't think they do, and I don't blame the partner managers by any means. That is not their fault because that's not the job they were given. The job they were given by Twitch is to help them grow their community, to help them put them on front page, to give them assets from Twitch. But instead, what if we put people in place, not right now, phone. What if we put people in place that were able to help train them to cultivate? Hold on, I'm gonna allow it. All right, everybody, let's see this really quick. So AutoMod just got a message that I think was a good example. This girl does seem like a bit of a whore, though. No offense. Please don't ban mods. It's not TOS. Exactly. But that's the thing.
But that's the thing.
You can say that. And you're allowed to say that to me. And I can't call you a fucking simp and a dipshit incel. I can't do that. And I wouldn't because it's against the rules. You see?
You seem kind of dumb and bad, my guy.
So, right?
You seem kind of dumb and bad to come into a channel like this.
So then we can go ahead and ban you after. But I really wanted you guys to see that that's allowed on Twitch, right? And then that happens. And incels should be protected class. That was the last thing they said before they left. So this is the prime example of being a woman
their soldier
on
in
the
world.
internet. And I wanted you all to see that because it was really good timing for what we're talking about. Is that was the highlight of the issue that they are posing here. What they just told a generation of toxic, dangerous men on the internet and on the platform that I make my living is that they can come in and they can speak to me that way and I can do nothing about it because they are now protected by the platform.
I think we can all agree that it's pretty wild that somebody listened to that entire thing, and the point that they felt like they had to make was that you do seem like a whore, though. Like out of that gigantic talk about rights and speech and platforms and power, that was that person's takeaway.
That was that person's takeaway. And what's really funny too is they'll be like, well, then don't dress like it.
Literally in baggy overalls, my guy.
So it doesn't matter what we do. I could be standing on the street naked, or I can be in a sweatshirt and overalls, and it's like, well, you still kind of look like a whore. That's feminine is the word you're looking for. It's the thing you mistake for sexual objectivity.
You found her attractive, and that frustrated you, and you didn't know what to do with it, and you had a lot of anger about it. And that's actually not a her issue. That's kind of a you issue, and I suggest that you learn to deal with that. Therapy is everywhere.
But genuinely, I think that was hey, it was good timing for me. We've made a point. I do think putting somebody in place that is not just in charge of helping a partner manage their channel, but helping them manage their community and helping them to cultivate something that isn't toxic and guiding people who also, there are good streamers with toxic communities.
Oh, sure.
Because they don't know, they weren't ready to take on that kind of group. Like they weren't taking on that size of audience. They didn't know what to do about it.
Yeah, it's tricky. One of the things that that I've seen so many times, whether it was on YouTube or Twitch or Instagram or anywhere, is people blow up and they're regular people, regular creators, and just regular people, you know, that just, oh, I did something creative and it took off. And then all of a sudden they have hundreds of thousands of people watching them, and those hundreds of thousands of people don't see them as a person. They've abstracted them, and now you have to deal with 100,000 people saying horrible things to you, and you have no training in that. You have no ability. Nobody has any training in that. Nobody has any training in what to do when thousands of people start talking horrible things to you. And I understand that platforms are trying to figure out what to do with that, but it seems like platforms are very specifically
the troll has another account.
Okay. Are very specifically missing the point.
Yeah.
And overcorrecting. Because they sit in a room together and they argue about how to make everybody happy, and it's impossible. The issue here is, if somebody does something bad, you gotta do something that's gonna make them feel bad about it. You ban them, you take down, you deplatform them, you do whatever it takes, and you can't do that equally for everyone. Somebody is saying something wrong, and somebody is responding to somebody who's saying something wrong, and you can't punish them both equally. But that's what corporations want to do. Let's end on the best of the best news.
Oh, let's do it. Super Nintendo World is something that we have been hyping about for the entirety of the existence of this show.
Yeah, it is coming to Universal Studios Osaka, and it is coming to Universal Studios here in Los Angeles. We have shown many details, including the shots that were released a couple weeks back of the Mario Kart ride.
Every little bit we could get our hands on.
Today, one of my favorite, listen, we don't judge here. I watch a lot of theme park-based YouTube channels, especially this year. I've
Fair.
been watching a lot of their back catalogs.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere.
It's just like
live
watching people have
vicariously
fun.
through them.
One of my favorites is TDR Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
TDR Explorer puts up a lot of good videos. You should give him a follow on YouTube. But TDR Explorer was invited to the preview of the Super Nintendo World Cafe and merchandise at Universal Studios Osaka. So Super Nintendo World was supposed to open this winter. They can't open until spring of 2021. But they did run a little preview. Usually these things are for annual pass holders. They've done them at like Universal Studios here. Like I got like the local pass, which is like $20 more than a one-day ticket. But then you get like an annual pass, and you get into these little events. Like I got to go to like a Hello Kitty Universal Studios store thing. So this is a preview of what you're going to be able to get at the Super Nintendo World Cafe. I don't like what he did with that toadstool.
Yeah, that was weird.
Look at this. They're trained, so when you put a camera on them, they do the Mario pose.
Oh my god.
The employees, if they see you doing a camera, they do the Mario run.
Keep punching the mic, sorry.
So they redid the soda shop on the main street to be decorated for Mario, and they put some food items up for preview. There is a Mario and Luigi sandwich. They are both pancake crepe sandwiches that are cream filled. Mario comes with strawberries. I believe the Luigi one comes with green melon. They have little star sprinkles on them. And then there is a melon soda for Mario and a green apple soda for Luigi. And then Princess Peach has a peach soda.
Luigi's cap is a grape no-bake cheesecake.
A grape? Oh, it's
Green grapes.
Green grapes.
I didn't even think that, I forgot that grapes could be green, so I was like, why is it grape? That's not purple.
And then you get a super mushroom drink bottle.
Ugh.
It's really cute.
It's so cute.
It's really cute.
I love it. I am so excited.
I wanna see
And Anthony broke my heart when I was like, this looks amazing. I can't wait. And he was like, we're not going to get any
We're
of
not gonna
that
get
stuff
this.
at the Hollywood location.
Oh, no. At
We're
Hollywood
not getting
location?
a pancake crepe thing.
We're not getting melon soda and pancake crepes. We're getting like Mamma Mia Mario's meatball mashup and like
No.
Princess Peach's pizza fries and shit like that. Like we're not gonna get
No, America, please.
we're not gonna get a cute mustache on our straw.
Whose cap?
We're not gonna get a little sandwich that says with a little tag that says okie dokie. Like we're not getting that.
Why can't I have it, please?
In addition to this, they did show some merch. I'm gonna pull up that video as well. But the Who's Cap thing is the capsule collection that they released for merch and food. Mm-hmm. It's very cute. Everything that says Who's Cap on the back will tell you whose cap it is. And the peach stuff says Who's Crown. So on the front of these Luigi bags, it says like Who's Cap. And then when you turn it around, it's got like a silhouette of Luigi and it says, it's mine. It's very cute.
I love it. I love it. I want it so bad. I want every piece of it. I want all of it. I want to live there. I want to live in Super Mario and Super Nintendo World Japan.
That's all.
Is that too much to ask?
Is that too
Please,
much to
America,
ask?
let me out. I'm begging you. Oh my God. I mean, I'd like to go to Japan.
A lot of
Wait,
this
show me
Peach stuff.
Peach.
Yeah. So here's all the Who's Crown stuff for Peach. And it has little carrying bags and towels and like coin purses.
Yes,
that say Who's Crown.
Yes.
Little hand towels.
Yes.
Mini towels, so big in Japan.
I'll take 5. I'll take the cup. I love Princess Peach shit. I really do. I love all kinds of Princess Peach stuff. I know she's not the best princess, but I also just love the Princess Peach aesthetic so much.
Oh yeah. So you can see Who's Crown, and then on the back, it's mine.
Whose paycheck are we spending to get there ASAP? That's an excellent question. If anybody in chat would like to volunteer their paycheck, or anybody in YouTube comments to get us to Japan, let me know.
Peach also has a line of little jewelry merchandise and a bunch of little extra stuff. Peach has more merch than Mario and Luigi in this.
She should.
Because if you've ever been to a theme park in Japan when they're releasing a capsule collection, the line is it's just a line of women like ready to get these limited edition things. It's such a huge thing there. I love the pin collections. The all over print stuff is good. Somebody asked, who's gonna buy all of that Luigi stuff? This guy.
Just you.
This guy. I'll get it all in the discount bin. I don't care. It's for me.
Yeah.
Wahoo.
You say that flights are cheap as hell right now. They literally won't let us in.
Yeah, that's why flights are cheap as hell.
Yeah, they won't let us in.
We can't
to
leave.
Japan. Someone say long-term dono goal for a IRL pack and tickets to Japan? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please.
We'll let you send us to Japan.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We'll start a long-term donation goal, and that makes perfect sense because by the
those-
time we hit that donation goal, we'll probably be allowed to leave the country. And we're done. We'll document the whole thing. Anthony and I will go to Japan.
You can catch videos from my first trip to Japan in 2016 on my YouTube channel. It's very good. Yeah, Saige does need to go to Tokyo Disney.
I have never been to Japan. I'm very excited. I've actually never proper left the country.
Hairpins.
I want all of it.
They've got nail polish and all three. Luigi gets to be metallic.
Yes.
You can see socks, candies.
I want all of it. Every piece.
All over print merch. Of course, Mario and Luigi hats.
Cute little hats. Is there a Peach hat at all? Is there any kind of like crown or something?
There's no crown. No.
Feels weird.
Feels weird.
Feels weird. Whole thing's about the hats.
Feels weird that they didn't get a crown.
Ugh.
Pillows. I mean, it's
There's
good.
so much merch, and it's so good. And ours is going to be so much
Ooh.
work. Oh, that jacket.
Oh my.
Oh, a soft inside bomber jacket? Yeah.
Oh my.
You could look like Mary Berry or Karamo from Queer Eye. Same aesthetic.
I can't tell the two of them apart. This is obviously really lovely. I cannot wait to see what the launch stuff for us will be. I'm hoping it's not just like t-shirts of fire flowers that say this is why I'm hot. Like I hope some of the cuteness trickles down and comes over here. You know what I mean?
Give me just a little.
Because a lot of this stuff is very good. Like, we can handle it. Give us the good merch.
Give us those little Quinn purses.
Give us the good merch in America. We can handle it, I promise. We like good things. You don't have to give us the cheap crap. We can do it. We deserve it.
Hey, everybody. Should we start an It's Too Early goal next week?
To go to Japan?
Long-term goal for Japan. We'll do It's Too Early in Japan.
Yes, sure.
We'll do It's Too Early in Japan.
I'll literally do anything in Japan.
Q3 Japan trip.
Q3. Q2 is obviously
laying in the street.
Laying in the street and not playing where the heart is, even though it looks lovely. Just I'm gonna be out in the world. And then Q3, Japan. Sure, we'll do it.
It's too late from
Grumpy
Japan.
Steen.
Hey, that one bit. Thank you.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in the world. Listen, did we get a little angry today? Sure.
Sure, but we
Sometimes
ended
you
on
get a
such a
little
lovely
angry.
note. Some things are worth getting angry about.
Sometimes you gotta get riled up. Sometimes you just gotta pay attention. Paying attention means getting a little riled up. But we also saw some lovely things today.
We did.
We love that you joined us for it.
Thank you.
We want you to know, just because mom and dad are angry doesn't mean they're angry at you.
No,
We love you very much.
We do.
Very much.
Very much. And immediately after this, we have some stories that we didn't get to that we are going to talk about and post them on the Patreon.
Go support the Patreon.
We have a bunch of new people that signed up for our Patreon this week, and we appreciate it so much. And yes, that is correct. That does make Anthony mom because
Yeah.
I'm already designated daddy.
Saige's dad. And I'm mom.
Hey, thank you for those bits. We appreciate it so much. So we put it out. We have, I think we have one more spot for this month's Patreon game where you get to play in a TTRPG with our very own Kaylee Bray. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I might pop in.
Somebody might pop in there.
I might come hang out for a little bit.
And
who's to say?
And something you should know is just because you're supporting at the level where you're playing the tabletop game this month, Patreon's going to say, cool, so you're going to support for this much every month. You don't have to.
No, absolutely not.
You could grab that slot to play the tabletop game with us this month, and then adjust your pledge as you like from month to month.
We do have tiers as low as $3 where you get access to our Patreon feed and just fun behind the scenes extras. We also are doing a lot more like transparency, so you know how the channel works and how the channel runs because it's just us doing this.
We don't even know how the channel works.
We don't even know how it's working or running, but it helps us keep the metaphorical lights on and keep us going. Thank you very much, Queso. We appreciate it. Apparently I have this many bits. Go to Japan.
Love that.
Monday, we're starting a long-term donation goal. Try me. We're going to go calculate. That's what we're doing after this. What we're going to do on Patreon is calculate how much it costs to go to Japan. Seriously, though, we appreciate it so much. Thank you to everybody already who has supported us on Patreon. It means the world. Thank you for the subs. We'll go through some of that and catch up here. And also, don't forget, follow us on socials. Join the Discord. We have a bunch of fun there. It's a very good time. Don't forget to follow Anthony at Carboni on the internet, except for Twitch.
Except for Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards. It's mine. Give it back to me.
You can follow me everywhere at Not Saige. Thank you all for being with us through the week. We made it all the way to Friday. Congratulations. Next week is Christmas. That's weird, isn't it? It's a week from today. Isn't that unbelievable?
I hate
Terrifying. I also hate that. So there will be no Friday show next week. We will keep you updated on what the schedule is going to be. But there will definitely at least be no Friday show. So have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tonight at 6 o'clock. Good night, friends. Good day, friends. Good morrow.